Welcome back to the podcast. Let's get all festive on ourselves with 7 ways to love your Christmas alcohol-free. I think this is a really important episode. Christmas is a time that tests our alcohol-free resolve in many ways, but for me, it's the greatest time ever to go alcohol-free. It's a chance to test all your skills. It's like training for a marathon and then saying, I don't fancy running the marathon. Like, this is the opportunity. This is the marathon. Like, get through Christmas and love it, by the way. Not just get through it as in slog through it. Get through Christmas and love every bit of it, and love it even more than all the Christmases before. Imagine that for a discovery. And then you're bulletproof, right? You are unstoppable for the rest of the year. Most people take the opposite approach. They get absolutely obliterated in December and then promise themselves they're going to go alcohol-free in Jan. Wrong way round. Do it in December. And the reason December for me is such a powerful month, it sends such an incredible message to everyone you know and love that you've got an inner strength, an inner resolve. And when you show up shining this new energy over Christmas, loving life, living life, creating new rituals, we're going to get into those 7 concepts in a second. You are so powerful in that moment through that process that life can be transformed. And here's the other great secret. When you step into Jan then, fully functioning, your authentic self, glowing with an inner purpose and energy, those dreams and goals that you've been putting on the back burner for the last 5, 10, 15, 20 years will start to come true. This is an absolute game changer. I want to be with you every step of the way through December. So you're going to love this one. Please let us know as well. team@andyramage.com if you have any suggestions for the podcast, any inspirational ideas. Please make sure to follow along, subscribe, share far and wide, and I shall see you very soon. For now, let's get into the 7 ways to love your Christmas alcohol-free. We've just hit the 1st of December. And I tell you what, the weather's amazing. If you're anywhere in the UK, it's absolutely chucking it down. But anyway, let's get in the Christmas spirit. So here's 7 ways, basically, that you can enjoy and love your Christmas alcohol-free. And this is a really important concept to get into. And let me know in the chat, by the way, if you are going to join me in December alcohol-free. It's the best time of the year to do it, by the way. Most people would think it's the time not to go alcohol-free, but I totally disagree. I think it's the number one time to take a break from alcohol is December. It's the ultimate month of connection. And if you can do December and love it alcohol-free, then you're unstoppable. So here is 7 ways that you can love Christmas alcohol-free. And the big build up to this is the fact that I believe December's the greatest month of all to go alcohol free, because when you're thrown into that social mix, there's so much opportunity to overcome many of those fears and worries and concerns about going alcohol free. In this month of December, you pretty much get to do it all. Therefore, when you step into Jan, you're ready and you're bulletproof. But there's a better thing, and I haven't even started into the 7 reasons to love Christmas alcohol-free. You build that momentum into Jan. So rather than on the back foot, classic Jan 1st, you wake up absolutely in pieces because of overcooking it in December. You're on the front foot. You're attacking life. You've done your goals. You've mapped out your dreams, your plans for 2026. And you hit the ground running rather than it taking you a whole month to get over the month before. This is the ultimate secret to going alcohol-free in December. It is the main month, in my opinion, to jump onto this alcohol-free journey of ours. All right, so number 1. Let's look at number 1. And by the way, when I've done listicles in the past, anyone that knows me that's done listicles live, I normally get about 3 in, forget what number 4 is, and have to shout for my Tara to remind me. But Tara's not here. Tara's not here today, so it's all on me to remember what these 7 tips are to love your Christmas alcohol-free. But here we go. Focus on the Christmas wins. This is my approach to going alcohol-free, full stop, but focus on the wins. What are you going to gain this Christmas by not drinking, rather than what are you missing out on this Christmas by drinking? It's just a reframe of your beautiful brain, but when you reframe it, you start to see and collect more reasons why going alcohol-free this Christmas is such a gift. I'll give you a couple of tips. Maybe you've got more time, more energy. Maybe you've got more clarity. Maybe you're more present with your loved ones. All of these things start to build momentum. Maybe you're on top of the usual chaos of Christmas and you've got a bit more time and a bit more energy to deal with it. Maybe you feel less stressed through the Christmas period. Focus on the wins. That is number 1. Number 2, Think about creating new rituals this Christmas, like new things to do that you wouldn't normally have done because it's mainly about drinking, and then as soon as you've had a drink you can't get in the car, for example. Maybe this Christmas you go for a walk as a family. Maybe you get outside and do something different this Christmas. Maybe you go and see a show this Christmas. Maybe you do the things you wouldn't normally do and make a little ritual out of it being different because you're alcohol free in a positive way. Number 3, upgrade your Christmas drinks. The alcohol-free alternatives now are so good. They are absolutely brilliant. The taste argument is over. You can get all those grown-up tasting drinks that make you feel festive and like you're part of the party, as it were, but you skip the bit that is alcohol that's going to send you to sleep at 3 o'clock Christmas Day watching EastEnders. If anyone still watches EastEnders, I don't know if they do, but if you do, our soap operas, but you know what I mean. So upgrade your drinks. What drinks could you invest in to bring into the house so that you've got all of those things that you're excited about drinking whilst everyone else is maybe tucking in to their alcoholic drinks? You've got something that you're really looking forward to that feels grown up. Do you want any tips, by the way? I don't know if you can see them behind me. Authentic Brew, my new drink, is now available. AuthenticBrew.com. Shameless plug, but I thought I'd get it in. That is pioneering in functional wellness. Game changer. And it tastes amazing, by the way. But all those other brilliant alternatives, from No Seccos to Lucky Saints, get involved. Upgrade your drinks cabinet this Christmas to something that feels grown up, but you skip the dross of the hangover. Number 4, I think we're on number 4. Focus on the energy that you have and the time that you have that otherwise you might not have had. This was my story, right? When it got anywhere near Christmas, I would look at the Christmas social calendar and it would literally make me cringe. I knew I was in for a painful December. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Think about that. Here is our greatest month of the year, arguably, our time to really get connected with loved ones and friends and colleagues. And I would consistently look at my calendar and go, oh, this is going to hurt. That literally was my feeling. This is going to hurt. That's nuts, isn't it? Think about that. And I would say so many people do that between seeing friends, seeing family, work events, client events. It was like a non-stop barrage of social activity. But because I didn't know how to socialize without alcohol, I knew every single one of those social events would involve alcohol. And I knew it was going to destroy me. And then by the time Christmas would roll around and the big day would arrive, I'd be broken, literally trying to limp through it, anxious, so tired, so lethargic, not fully present, just wanting to have maybe a couple of drinks to try and feel sort of normal again. But then you're always on the back foot, tired, groggy, completely missed the Christmas spirit, cancelled many of those events because I couldn't face them. Like, how many times have you done that? I can't face another night out, lunch, whatever it looks like. So you start to become less and less social. You're just trying to plod through it. And the only way that you seem to feel a little bit better is to have a couple of drinks. It's the biggest trap ever, because then you wake up the next day on the back foot again, destroyed your sleep. Everything's laboured. Everything's tired. Everything's a slog. That's not how Christmas is supposed to be, is it? When did alcohol overtake Christmas, by the way? When did it ambush Christmas? 50, 60, 100 years ago? I don't know when it happened, but for some reason, Christmas is now associated with alcohol. Why is that? You've got to unpick that and reflect upon it and just say, actually, what is it really about for you? This is the big reflection. What is Christmas really about for you? And I would argue, for most of us, it's about real connection with loved ones, like old friends, just spending joyous time in the presence of the people that mean the most to us, celebrating the Christmas spirit. Everyone's on good form throughout Christmas. That's what it's about. And I would argue the one thing that takes us away from all of that, ironically enough, actually are those few drinks that actually turn us into someone that we're not, destroy our sleep, make us a lesser version of ourselves the following day when we're in recovery from those couple of drinks. Therefore, we can't quite be bothered to connect with people in the way that we normally would. Cancel a few of those opportunities, connect with loved ones, because we can't quite face it. Then we build momentum through that month on the back foot, and we just carry more and more of that hangover, lethargy, poor sleep until we crescendo around the 31st of December, and we're just broken from it all. And it's like, oh, Finally, I've made it to Jan 1st. I'm still alive, but now I'm just going to lock myself away for a month and I'm going to try and recover. That is like the standard approach, I would argue, to most people's Christmases. What's that about? What is that about? That doesn't make any sense, does it? What about when you do it alcohol-free? This is the game changer, right? You do it alcohol-free, you start to see things completely differently. All of those social events you can actually turn up to because you're not going to be broken through those social events. You're actually going to connect and do the joyous Christmas thing at those social events. And it doesn't matter if there's one the next day and the day after that and the day after that, because you'll be feeling good and strong. You'll be sleeping really well. You'll bounce out of bed the next day full of energy to connect rather than in pieces. It's a game changer for Christmas, which is all about connection, love, and joy and celebration. You can connect 10 times more when you're alcohol free. Who would have thought it? This is the ultimate secret. We think we need alcohol to connect, but actually when you remove it, you're 10 times better at connecting because you're more fully presently you. You're less grumpy, less tired, more energized to actually make those social events. You don't cancel so many of them because you can't face them. So your connection actually goes up through Christmas by not drinking, and you're fully present in those connections rather than a tired, grumpy or intoxicated version of you. You're optimal and energized. You've got that Christmas spirit bouncing around you. What a gift that is in terms of connection. I've lost where we are now, right? But anyway, I think we're on number 5. This feeling like number 5. Connection. I know I've just hammered the connection bit, but this for me is the most important bit. How can you be even more connected this Christmas because you don't drink? Think about that. How many opportunities to see friends or loved ones are turned down because there's a whole driving thing? It's like, we can't drive, we can't get taxis on Christmas Day or Boxing Day or whatever it looks like. So it ends up being a slightly messy or watered down version of connection. But this Christmas could be different. Imagine if you can drive the car. Maybe for the first Christmas in a long time, you can actually see more people. This is what I'm talking about constantly. You can be more connected because you're more present, which is the greatest present you can ever give to your loved ones. And you can actually drive the car, for example, to see more people because you haven't got to worry about the taxi scenario. What a win. And you're going to save a fortune. I didn't even put that in the list of 7, but you'll save a fortune. You can actually reinvest that money in real things, real gifts, rather than just drinking it away. What a gift that is, by the way, in itself. So really focus on connection. Like, be present with people. Spend real quality time. Remember it all. Take photographs. Like, ask those deeper questions. Like, spend quality time with loved ones rather than making it all about a couple of drinks. And then it stays at that sort of superficial, let's just get through it, get home kind of level. Really just spend some time to sit with loved ones. Number 6, set boundaries. This is really important around Christmas, with kindness, by the way. Set boundaries with kindness. What do I mean by that? Like, if you're going to do it alcohol-free, give yourself the best chance to really enjoy every bit of it. And that might mean that you bail out of certain things a little bit earlier to make sure that actually you feel fresher, or the fun might have dried up a little bit because it's getting a bit messy. I know that's not always possible, but set those boundaries. And by the way, if you've got the car, it's much easier to duck out or bail out a little bit easier, because I think if you focus slightly differently on the way you approach Christmas, you can focus more on the mornings rather than the evenings. What are the things that you could do the following day that you couldn't normally do if you were hungover, tired and jaded? This is where Christmas takes on a whole new world of meaning. Can you get up and see a Christmas sunrise? Can you go for a morning walk on Boxing Day or whatever your setup is? Like, can you flip the script of Christmas rather than it being all about the evenings, more about the mornings, and then set those boundaries around the evening so you can get to bed on time, so you can get up and on it and love life and live life. And then you wake up Christmas Day, Boxing Day, whatever it looks like for you, full of energy, full of beans. You can go out and go for a run with everyone and their new trainers on, or take the dog for a walk, or whatever it looks like for you. Flip the script, build those boundaries in that are going to protect you and your time this Christmas so you can enjoy it even more. Number 7, celebrate the ultimate Christmas win. I've touched on this a few times already, but here's the ultimate Christmas win, in my opinion. And it's this: the greatest gift you can give your loved ones, your friends, your family, your colleagues this Christmas, the greatest present you can give them is your presence. What do I mean by that? Here's my story. I know through the Christmas period, the lights were on, but nobody was home. It's the truth of it. The lights were on, but nobody was home. I was constantly under that fog, that cloud of alcohol. Not always drinking through that period, but the recovering from the drinking through that period, which destroys the sleep, which meant I was just constantly jaded, could never really catch up, never get a break for long enough to start to feel good again. Therefore, that 100% slips to 50, slips to like 30% of who we are over the Christmas period. We're just trying to get through it. That's just not how to approach Christmas, is it? Trying to get through it. So one of the greatest gifts that happens when you go alcohol-free through Christmas is really you showing up, the authentic version of you. That's the greatest gift you can give loved ones, friends, colleagues, the real you, not the intoxicated version of you or the lesser version of you that's recovering from those few drinks. Just you. All you got. Whatever it is that you have to offer this world of ours, it's just you, fully presently you. So you're not daydreaming about something else or stuck in the past or engulfed in the future or just like tired and weary. You're showing up energized, fully functioning as you. That's the greatest gift you can give your loved ones, to be present with them in the room, to share in the joy of Christmas. You, just you, your authentic self. What a gift. What a joy that would be to show up and celebrate that this Christmas with your loved ones, your friends, your colleagues. Just you. That's it. It's the greatest gift you could ever give this world. And it's so rare that people show up as authentically themselves, because usually, especially through the Christmas period, it's either an intoxicated version or a version that's recovering from that intoxication. Imagine this Christmas you do something different entirely. You just rock up fully energized with a big smile, loving Christmas and not drinking. Imagine the message that would send to friends, family, colleagues, loved ones, how impressed they will all be. Even if they don't say it out loud, you know they will be, because they'll all be in pieces, recovering from the night before, having a couple to get over the night before or the night before that or whatever it looks like, and you're showing up radiant, Christmas jumpered up to the max, or whatever it is that you like to do. What a gift that would be to friends and loved ones. So this Christmas, there's 7 things you can do to love Christmas. And I could have listed 50, 60, 70 or more. And it's all about you making the best decision for you, not anyone else. And if going alcohol-free makes you feel better and you'll be able to show up more radiant and energized for your family and your loved ones this Christmas, what a gift that will be. All right, I shall leave you there. Have a brilliant day all. I shall see you soon. Hopefully you're feeling the Christmas spirit. And don't forget, the greatest gift of all this Christmas is your presents. But if you want another gift just for you, come and join me if you haven't done so already and train as a coach. It is the greatest gift you will ever give yourself, to train as a coach in terms of self-development alone. But equally then you'll have a skill that you can bring to your existing networks, your existing career, your businesses and beyond, or create a coaching practice down the line, part-time, full-time. And for anyone that's listening that's already an accredited coach, come and train with me in January in my Coach MBA, which is all about the skill of business and marketing for coaches. Whether you're just starting out as a coach or you're a fully fledged, experienced coach, this is the master of the minds in terms of coaching, marketing, and business that will make all the difference to your life and career. If you're interested in this, go to coachbusiness.school. And equally, if you're listening to this and you want to stay alcohol-free, go to Dry, our incredible community app and training platform, DRYY, wherever you get your apps from, go to Dry, DRYY. And finally, if you want some festive drinks that are alcohol-free, that have got incredible functional wellness that will make your day so much brighter, like a big cuddle from Mother Nature, and provide you with that long-lasting, consistently smooth energy throughout the Christmas period, go to authenticbrew.com. This is my drink that's pioneering in the wellness space. Functional energy that will light you up like a Christmas tree this Christmas period. Go to authenticbrew.com. Until next time, stay at it and keep dry. Your coach, Andy.